In the sterile glow of the operating room, the powerful CEO lay trembling on the cold steel table, his voice breaking as he clutched the surgeon's sleeve. "Please, don't make me undress," he begged, tears streaming down his face, his empire crumbling in that vulnerable moment. But the cold single dad, masked and unyielding, had no choice. He was the only one who could save him. If this hook has you on the edge of your seat, hit that like button right now and subscribe for more heart-wrenching stories that remind us of life's fragile twists. Now, let's dive into how it all began. Mark Thompson had built his life brick by brick after losing his wife, Sarah, 2 years ago. A dedicated single dad to his 6-year-old daughter, Lily, he worked tirelessly as a trauma surgeon at the city hospital. His days were a blur of saving lives and bedtime stories, his nights haunted by memories of Sarah's warm smile. She had been everything to him, a loving partner, a devoted mother, until a corporate decision shattered their world. Mark's eyes, once full of light, now carried a glacial hardness, especially when he thought of Victor Hale, the ruthless CEO of Hale Industries. Victor was the epitome of corporate success, sharp suits, multi-million-dollar deals, and a reputation for cutting corners to maximize profits. His company manufactured heavy machinery, and under his leadership, safety protocols were often sidelined for efficiency. One fateful day, Sarah, an engineer at Hale Industries, was inspecting a faulty assembly line. A machine malfunctioned due to neglected maintenance, a direct result of Victor's cost-cutting mandates. Sarah didn't stand a chance. She died instantly, leaving Mark to raise Lily alone, drowning in grief and quiet rage. Victor? He issued a generic apology through his lawyers, compensated the family minimally, and moved on, his fortune untouched. Mark channeled his pain into his work and Lily. He volunteered for extra shifts, ensuring no family endured what his did. Lily, with her mother's curly hair and infectious laugh, became his anchor. "Daddy, why do you look so sad sometimes?" she'd ask, hugging her teddy bear. Mark would force a smile, saying, "Just missing mommy, kiddo. But we've got each other." Deep down, the anger simmered. He avoided news about Victor, focusing on healing others, but fate has a way of circling back. It was a stormy Friday night when the emergency call came in. A high-speed car crash on the interstate, multiple victims, one critical. Mark scrubbed in, his team prepping the OR. As the patient was wheeled in, Mark froze. There, battered and bleeding, was Victor Hale. Internal injuries, ruptured spleen, possible spinal damage. He needed immediate surgery. Victor's eyes widened in recognition as the nurses began cutting away his blood-soaked clothes. You're her husband," he whispered, panic rising. Mark's face remained stoic, his hands steady, but inside, a storm raged. "Please, don't make me undress," Victor begged again, his voice a hoarse plea. It wasn't just the physical exposure, it was the stripping of his armor, the man who commanded boardrooms now reduced to a broken body. Shame flooded him, memories of that day, the accident report he'd skimmed, the lives he'd indirectly destroyed for profit. "I know what I did. I'm sorry. But please, have mercy." Mark paused, scalpel in hand. The room fell silent, the beeping monitors echoing his internal conflict. Revenge whispered in his ear, "Walk away, let him suffer." But then Lily's face flashed before him, innocent, trusting. What kind of father would he be if he let bitterness win? "No choice," Mark said coldly, his voice like ice. But as he proceeded, something shifted. He worked with precision, repairing the damage, saving the life of the man who'd upended his own. Hours later, in recovery, Victor awoke to Mark at his bedside. "Why?" Victor croaked. Mark leaned in, his eyes softening for the first time. "Because holding on to hate would destroy me too. Sarah wouldn't want that for Lily or me. But you have a second chance. Use it to make things right, fix your company, help the families you hurt." Victor nodded, tears flowing freely. In the weeks that followed, he transformed Hale Industries, implementing rigorous safety measures, establishing a fund for affected families, even visiting Mark and Lily with genuine remorse. Mark, in turn, found peace, his cold exterior melting as he watched Lily play, free from his shadows. Life's cruelties can harden us, but true strength lies in choosing compassion over vengeance. If this story touched your heart and left you inspired to forgive and heal, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel for more emotional tales, and turn on notifications. You won't want to miss the next one. Remember, in the end, we're all just one choice away from redemption.